Alright, so we're now just 1 month away from Apple's September event where they'll show off the brand new iPhone 13 lineup, and based on all the leaks and rumors that we've been seeing from very reliable sources, I'm confident that insane amounts of people are gonna upgrade to the iPhone 13 Pro despite still having a notch in 2021. So in this video, I'm gonna be going through the various reasons why the iPhone 13 Pro is gonna be revolutionary, while at the same time fixing a bunch of problems that people have with the current iPhone 12 lineup, leading to record amounts of sales and a lot of happy customers. So before I get into the #1 groundbreaking feature that will get people to upgrade, I wanna go through the other very important features. First of all, one of the biggest ones that people have been asking for years now is a display with 120Hz refresh rate, which has been rumored to be coming for many months through various leaks and reports, and it seems like we're finally getting it for sure. Just a couple of days ago, Mark Gurman, the most reliable Apple leaker out there, just reconfirmed that the iPhone 13 Pro models will be getting 120Hz displays, which I honestly think is going to be enough by itself to make massive amounts of people upgrade. The reason for that is because in our office, we have both the iPad Pro with a 120Hz ProMotion display and an iPad Air 4 with a 60Hz display. And the difference is so massive that I can't stand using the iPad Air because the display just feels so choppy. So I'm super excited to be getting this 120Hz display on the iPhone. Now on top of that, it's also going to feature ProMotion technology, which means that the refresh rate will automatically turn down to as low as potentially 1 Hz, which is what Samsung's latest phones are able to do. This means that when you're watching video shot at 24 FPS, the display will run at 24 Hz, saving significant amounts of battery life. And going even further, if it can go down to 1 Hz, this means that we should likely be seeing the always-on display from the Apple Watch finally coming to the iPhone 13 Pro, which is something that Android phones have had for years. And I'm pretty sure we're finally getting this new feature on the 13 Pro because of leaks from Max Weinbach and Mark Gurman, who think that it's going to be coming this year. Moving on, Max Weinbach and Everything Apple Pro reported that the new iPhone 13 range will come with upgraded MagSafe, including larger wireless charging coils, which are going to improve heat management and allow for higher wattage, potentially even enabling reverse wireless charging. And adding on to that, the MagSafe magnets themselves are supposed to be getting stronger in the iPhone 13, which is going to be great for all of those new MagSafe accessories out there. Now, while it is a bit disappointing that we're still going to have a notch on the iPhone 13 in 2021, many leaks over the past few months have pointed to the notch finally getting smaller, and now we have confirmation from Mark Gurman that the notch will in fact be smaller on the iPhone 13 lineup. This feature alone is going to make the iPhone 13 instantly recognizable if you're looking at the display compared to an iPhone 12. So I believe this small difference is going to get a lot of people to upgrade, on top of the fact that it's going to make your movie watching or gaming experience much better. Now going even further, the iPhone 13 lineup has been rumored to be getting Wi-Fi 6E, which is a huge deal because it's actually adding support for a brand new 6 GHz band, which Wi-Fi 6 didn't have at all. And apparently, Wi-Fi 6E is going to improve everything from speed, capacity, and it's going to lower latency for things like gaming. So this is going to help make the iPhone 13 future-proof and help more people feel confident about upgrading. And if we're talking about gaming, I also want to mention that back in March, we got our first reports from Ming-Chi Kuo that the iPhone 13 lineup would be getting bigger batteries by using a new space-saving design for some of the internal parts. And back in June, we got another report that mentioned the exact battery sizes of the iPhone 13 lineup, with a Pro Max model going from 3876 milliamp hours to a massive 4352. The 13 and 13 Pro going from 2815 to 3095, and the Mini going from 2227 to 2406. So the biggest difference is going to be seen on the iPhone 13 Pro Max model. Going further, the A15 Bionic chip is expected to improve efficiency in battery life on top of that extra battery size improvement. So I think the iPhone 13 lineup is gonna kill it in terms of battery life. Now, one of the biggest problems we currently have with the iPhone 12 lineup, especially the iPhone 12 Pro Max, is overheating while out in the sun, playing games, or just wirelessly charging. And because of this overheating issue, the graphics performance of the A14 chip in the iPhone 12 is much lower than on the iPad Air 4, which uses the same exact A14 chip. This basically means that Apple is being forced to slow down the GPU cores on the A14 to keep it from overheating, which it already is, which means that the A15 chip will likely also get thermally throttled even if it's supposed to be more powerful and efficient. But thankfully, there are reports that Apple is working on a new vapor chamber cooling system for the iPhone, but it's not clear if it's going to be ready for this year's iPhones. But I honestly think that Apple has no choice but to add this feature this year because of the huge overheating problems on the iPhone 12, so let's hope for that. And interestingly, Apple has reportedly ordered 100 million A15 chips for the iPhone 13 lineup, which is incredible, showing that Apple themselves are expecting to sell massive amounts of iPhone 13 models. Now, I know you're gonna say that the A14 chip is already powerful enough, and there's really no point to making it more powerful with the A15 chip, but what most people don't realize is that the camera greatly depends on the chip's performance, and it's the very reason why the iPhone 12 Pro's cameras work so incredibly well. And with that, I want to finally get into the one new feature that is going to revolutionize the entire industry and be the most important factor for upgrading to the iPhone 13 Pro. 3 weeks ago, I made a video talking about why LiDAR is Apple's master plan for the iPhone 13 Pro, and in that video, I mentioned leaks about Apple getting a second-gen LiDAR scanner for the new iPhone, which was also visible on the leaked dummy units of the iPhone 13 Pro models, which showed a much larger LiDAR scanner on the camera bump. But the point of the video was that Apple is finally adding portrait video mode with background blur based on a leak from Max Weinbach earlier this year. And this feature is going to work in real time, just like Apple's new FaceTime blur feature works. But on the iPhone 13, it's also going to allow you to disable the blur or adjust the strength in post after you film it, which has never been seen before. And I even showed you guys the brand new Apple patents that describe how Apple will be compressing the 3D depth map data using a new hardware chip to allow this to work. And with that said, just a couple of days ago, Mark Gurman actually confirmed my prediction by saying that the iPhone 13 Pro models will be getting this new portrait mode video feature alongside a new ProRes format for video recording. And this feature should also be coming to the selfie camera because there are rumors that the smaller notch is going to be due to a new second-gen FaceTime sensor array, which also uses LiDAR technology. Now, I personally believe that this feature will revolutionize the smartphone industry, just like the original portrait mode for photos did way back in the day. And as soon as people see how good the new portrait video feature works, people are going to be upgrading like mad, especially since the iPhone 13 lineup is going to feature those other massive changes I mentioned in this video. And finally, if you didn't have enough reasons to believe that the iPhone 13 Pro is going to be incredibly upgrade worthy, I'm also expecting Apple to add Bluetooth 5.2 support for the iPhone 13 lineup, because if you look at the recent Wi-Fi 6E capable phones like the Asus ROG Phone 5, it also supports Bluetooth 5.2. And that's probably because the latest Wi-Fi 6E chips like Qualcomm's Fast Connect 6900 includes Bluetooth 5.2 built in, so that's why I'm assuming the iPhone 13 will as well. And since we're now expecting the AirPods 3 to get revealed alongside the iPhone 13 lineup, I think both of them will support Bluetooth 5.2, which will enable some pretty awesome new features like potentially better quality music streaming. And on top of all of that, we're also expecting the iPhone 13 to use Qualcomm's Snapdragon X60 modem to improve LTE and 5G data speeds while saving battery life due to being more efficient. So with all of that said, I think that the iPhone 13 Pro is gonna be the most compelling iPhone that we've seen in years, being much more compelling than the iPhone 12 due to all of these amazing new features like 120Hz refresh rate, the larger battery sizes, the smaller notch, upgraded MagSafe, the new portrait video mode, and much more. Now, if you totally disagree with my thoughts on why the iPhone 13 Pro is gonna be so good, then go ahead and let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. But if you enjoyed this video, definitely click the circle above to subscribe for more videos like this one, and check out one of those two right over there. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.